PM trip. I was supposed to go from Denver to Phoenix to Colorado Springs, and overnight in Colorado Springs, which I thought was funny, considering Colorado Springs is 45 minutes from my house. But you always know it's gonna be a fun day when your trip changes, flights disappear off your board, you're asked to call scheduling before you even check in. So that's where we are today. We're on the plane and we're gonna go from Denver to Phoenix, but because this flight was delayed, they ended up covering the Phoenix to Colorado Springs leg portion of our day with another crew. So right now we're just going from Denver to Phoenix. We'll overnight in Phoenix, and then tomorrow we will head to Dallas, but we're running late, about 2 hours late, and so all my safety checks are done. I'm in the back, my favorite position, and we're gonna board up and head to Phoenix. Good morning, everybody. Look at my funny view. It's a parking garage. And the pool, which is around the corner, but it is, I woke up about 9:30. I had to be downstairs at 11. I'm gonna make coffee. So when I was in Hawaii, I took there was a couple of these in my hotel room, additional Hawaiian sustainable coffee pouches. So I'm actually going to take the coffee pouch out of this dark roast that the hotel offers, and I'm going to put it in the one I got from Hawaii. I'm gonna brew that one. But I was pretty productive last night. So I came in, I ate, and I finished editing a new vlog that went up this morning, and I'm slowly catching up. I'm in September. It is the week of, it's the Monday before Thanksgiving currently. I'm not sure when this will get out, but so it is currently November 22nd. It is the week of Thanksgiving. So we are in the, I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's the peak, but it's travel season for Thanksgiving. And bring your patience, everybody, when you're traveling for the holidays this year. Bring your patience everywhere you go. Be patient with everyone who showed up. The food vendors, they might be slower because they're shorter staff, but just be patient with everybody that actually showed up to work. Yeah, I'm slowly catching up with the vlogs and trying to be more consistent. Hopefully at this point, I've been more consistent. I took the entire month of October off. I was able to get rid of all my flying for October. So my bank of footage is coming to an end. But I'm gonna make coffee, get ready, and then we're out the door to deadhead to Dallas. And then we're gonna work 2 more, I believe. Dallas to Denver, Denver to Charlotte. So that's what my day looks like. I honestly haven't looked at my schedule to see if anything's changed. So we're gonna get started. Well, I'm gonna get ready. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? What are you doing today? So I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving. So let's get ready. I'm dressed and ready to go downstairs. I'm gonna go find coffee, and because the front desk warned us last night that the vendors at the airport are on strike. But I just needed to ask a question. I feel like this counter in the bathroom, I don't know how to, is like super low. I mean, this is my belly button. This is the counter. I don't know how to get a really good shot of that, but it's so low. So low, YOLO. But I am all packed up. I'm gonna head downstairs. But is that counter really low? Is it just me? I don't think it's a handicap accessible room exclusively. I don't know. All my checks are done and I'm gonna go eat a little bit of lunch before we start boarding, and we're flying to Denver and then we fly to Charlotte. I just found out right now we are with the same pilots all day tomorrow too. So it's gonna be a good day. It's 4:30 in Dallas and we're gonna get this show on the road for real. But I did get a couple episodes of Virgin River watched on the flight here. So let's go. Made it to Charlotte. I'm here in the hotel. It is 12:30. Ooh. We, left from Denver, and then as soon as we land here, it's 2 hours later because it's East Coast time. So that's always a little bit hard to wrap my head around. I heated up my food downstairs. I brought some leftovers from home, and then I got chips and queso in Dallas to go with my burrito. And I'm gonna eat. I might watch a little something, but my goal is to get out tomorrow. But I wanted to tell you a quick, funny, not so funny story I forgot from day one. Originally, we were supposed to go to C-27 in Denver, and we were delayed. So I rolled up to the gate about 45 minutes before we were supposed to leave. And they were in the middle of boarding another flight to Florida, to Fort Myers. And they had stopped boarding, and I guess there was some sort of kerfuffle. It was actually between two different families while boarding. I don't know what happened. All I know is they were as managers there and all kinds of stuff. And then the police rolled up and they had to go down and pull this guy off. And I think if he would have just gotten off the plane, explained his side of the story and stayed calm, he probably would have flown that night. But the problem is he did not stay calm. He came up the jet bridge, and right at the top, he's like, the cops are like, let's go out. They wanted to go like into the middle of the concourse and discuss what's going on. He's like, I want to discuss this right here. He was getting all loud, and his daughter, who looked probably like 17 or 18, took off. And she was just mortified, I guess. And he's like, I want to discuss this right here. And the cop's like, sir. And he was kind of getting the cop's face. He's like, sir, you need to back up and de-escalate. And he wasn't having any of it, and he took off and left. So, yeah, it's the holidays. Tensions are high. It's a lot of people who don't travel very often and haven't traveled in a couple years probably. Again, I don't know what happened, but, even if you have differences with somebody, just try to move on. Move on. You're never going to see that person again. You're never going to see them again. So if they say something crappy, just let it roll off like water off a duck and just get to your destination. And, yeah, you're not going to see that person. Why miss out on a flight or a trip because somebody's being nasty to you or you're just in a bad mood? I don't know. But so that's my story. I'm going to eat, and then I will see you guys tomorrow, and we're going to go maybe to Trader Joe's, or I don't know. We're going to go look around Charlotte. Trying to get the fancy thing to work. They don't have directions. I mean, dang, they have directions for everything else. Coffee pot is in there. Send help. All right, good morning. So I got to tame this wild mop of hair, but I think I got this thing to work. Some stuff coffee came out of it, so. I'm going to go over to the area that has the Target, the Marshalls, some restaurants, and all that jazz, and a Trader Joe's. And so we have 2.5 hours before I have to be in the lobby. Whew, do something with this situation. I got this really cute shirt, but I need like a white tank top underneath it, and I forgot to put one in my bag so you can see my bra. So I probably won't wear this, but all right, we're gonna go outside. All right, so that was a little successful trip down to Target. I got a little travel size hairspray. I hate the smell of Tresemme, but I swear it's like the only travel size hairspray I can find. Leave me comments if there's another brand that you have found and where you have found it of travel size hairspray. I mean, I could take bigger than travel size because as a flight attendant, I could take more than 3 ounces. I just don't want to. So I really needed hairspray. And I went to Trader Joe's. That was fun. They're building one close to us, close to the Costco I go to. So got some goodies there. I'll show you when I get back to the room. It is a little bit after 12, so I have about an hour before I have to be in the lobby. I mean, the beds were so squishy and fluffy. I wanted to stay in them, but I'm glad I got out. I also got a sandwich at Which Wich, so that's good. But, all right, headed back to the hotel. Here's my bag from Trader Joe's. Let's see what I got. So I found these. Oops. They're little hot cocoa bombs, snowman. And I thought the girls would really like those, so I got those. And he's like, oh, that was smart because I think what's on the shelf is all we have. So I got 3 of those. And I also got for myself, because obviously our diet's gone awry, I love peppermint. So I got these Oreo-like peppermint sandwich cookies. Let's see. And then for the ride home, I got chips, white truffle potato chips, to go with the Which Wich. That was my haul from Trader Joe's. I also got a Which Wich sandwich. I like sandwiches because I feel they keep, you can eat part of it. Oh, I don't know if I asked them to cut it. I can never remember if they cut Which Wich sandwiches. So I'm gonna pack up. I have to be downstairs in about 45 minutes. But yeah, it was a good overnight. I would love to come to Charlotte when I had a little bit more time, but the beds were so fluffy. Oh, they're so fluffy, so it was hard. I almost didn't get outside today, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go. You guys motivate me because I'm like, this is gonna be a super boring vlog if it's just me getting to the hotel and going to sleep. So you guys motivate me, you push me to get out when I don't want to, and I'm glad I did. So I'm gonna pack up and find room for everything, and we have 3 flights home today. And right now it's supposed to be the pilots we had last night, the same crew. And oh, I saw a hilarious meme on someone's Instagram thing that said that 20 years ago is 2001, and I'm highly offended that it's not the 80s. I'll insert it here because I just butchered that. But I thought that was so funny because you don't think of 20 years ago still being the year 2000s. Yeah, not a spring chicken, but that's okay. All right, let's get packed up and go. Well, I got my lobby time wrong. We don't leave till 3:10. I thought the key card said 13:10, so 1:10. No, we leave at 3:10. So I guess I will relax for 2 hours and then I'll go down, but I have never done that. All right, I'm gonna put my feet up. All right, so I'm downstairs at the right time now. It's 3 o'clock. We have to be down at 3:10. So I did a little online shopping and ate half my sandwich, and I did an Instagram reel that I thought was funny. So you guys can follow my Instagram if you want. It's the same thing is my channel. It's Fly Girl 737. But yeah, I'm ready for go home day, and I gotta call my mom and set up a pickup because I forgot my 13-year-old stepdaughter won't be at home, so we can't leave the 5-year-old at home so my husband can drive and pick me up, and I don't want him keeping her up till midnight. So I just need to come up with a plan B. My brother comes into town for Thanksgiving today, and so he can drive and come get me. Make him come get his big sister. All right, let's go to the airport. One down, 2 to go. We're gonna have a different aircraft for every single leg. We have aircraft swaps for every single leg. Ooh. So, smells weird back here. But yeah, this one's shorter. We're headed to Phoenix. Let's do this thing. So we're in Denver, back in Denver, waiting for my brother to pick me up. It was a good trip. My feet are tired. 2 10-hour days are tiring, but we'll be back at it next week. I'll be back at it next week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving whenever you see this video, and I'll see you guys in the sky.